So before I bring the car inside, I want to show you guys what I fabricated on these ramps right here, because they are pretty steep. On a lower car, it always touches the bumper, and I don't want anybody's bumper to be messed up because of these ramps. So I went ahead and fabricated. I got two 2x12s, and I screwed them side by side, and I pulled bolts all the way through the ramps so they're not going anywhere, and it gives it basically a longer stretch for the car to get on there. That way the bumper doesn't touch my frame machine anymore, so we should be all right. Welcome back to my channel, guys. In today's video we're going to be working on a 2015 Dodge Ram. Let's go ahead and look at the damage. All right, so we're going to start off with the rear end of this truck. Basically there's a little bit of damage right here that has to be, I guess, kind of pulled out, and also right here where the tail light, under the tail light, there's a little bit of damage, but that's no big deal. And then moving to the front end, it is probably not noticeable, but these frame rails are shifted to the right, so both of them need to go back to the left, because looking at the gaps and everything, they don't align. And I'll have to do a couple more measurements, and before I start pulling I gotta make sure I know how much to pull and stuff. So let's go ahead and put this truck on some blocks, and we can go ahead and start pulling out the frame rails. Alright guys, so I have two chains in the front, one running that way and one running that way. I don't have enough chains. I do have to buy some more, but in the back I will just keep it on some straps. It shouldn't be moving a lot in the back, so I think just straps will do. So let's go ahead and try to start pulling the frame rails and see what happens. Alright guys, so I'm gonna pause on the front end. I'm having a little trouble with this headlight. I think there's a couple brackets missing here, so I'm gonna wait on the customer to swing by, and I'll show him what all he needs. But for now I'll probably just jump on the rear end. I'll start fixing this bed right here, and also this dent right here. Alright guys, so I'm finally done with the rear section and the side. It actually turned out pretty good. Of course I'm not as good as Arthur Tusick on YouTube, but one day maybe I'll have all the tools he has and I can do exactly what he does. But anyway, it turned out pretty good. I'm happy with how it turned out. So now I'm gonna go ahead and install the tailgate and move on back to the front end. Alright guys, so this is all the parts that I have for this one. This is pretty much how it's gonna look as of me being done with it. Here's this side, the gaps. This side looks really good. Moving on to this side, I want to show you guys something. So basically the headlight is missing a whole bunch of brackets, and once those brackets, the customer said he'll figure it out himself, but I'm gonna show you guys in a second here. But this hood has a lot of damage on it, so he's gonna replace that. Go ahead and try to open this hood. Okay, so speaking of the headlight, basically once the brackets are installed, the headlight will be sitting back in its place. Right now it's very loose, so I'm gonna leave that like that. He said he can fix it himself, so pretty much this is gonna be it for this truck. And the rear end looks pretty good, as I shown you guys earlier. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw the wheels on and take this thing off of the frame machine and let them know that it's ready. Alright guys, so that's going to be it for today's video. I'm finally done with the truck. It took me about a day and a half. I'm actually very surprised that the frame rails moved that easy. It is a 1500, but still it's a truck. I'd figure frame rails would give me a hard time, but it was actually pretty cool and pretty quick. So if you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Also follow me on Instagram at Rebuild with Nick. Also guys, don't forget to turn on your post notification button. That way you don't miss out on any upcoming videos. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.